The championship season is nearly over a third complete, and we've seen some stunning individual performances. But who in October impressed at each club? Join us as each of our Terrace Talk podcasters reviews who in October was their Player of the Month.
Terrace Talk.
Player of the Month for October, I think it'll have to be Stansfield for me. It's the only one that's really done much in any game, and he scored. It'll have to be Stansfield in what's been a terrible October.
Yeah, my October Player of the Month, there's been a few individual performances from Mark Sykes, Rob Dickey, but I'm going to give it to Jason Knight. I think every game he steps on the pitch gives 110% every week.
Cardiff City's Player of the Month, got to be one man only, Perry NG. Unbelievable free kick the other week against Huddersfield and a great headed goal against Bristol.
Yeah, my Player of the Month for October is Carl McFadzean. I think he's been ever present. And to be honest, the form been on, it's very hard to pick somebody else. He's had his moments, but he's been pretty solid. And for, I think he's 36 now, he's done an excellent job. So, yeah, Fads at the back, definitely my Player of the Month.
So, my Huddersfield Town Player of the Month, unfortunately, didn't play against Leeds, but it's definitely Jack Radoni. Absolutely coming on leaps and bounds this season. Standardly getting 8 out of 10s in games, and well deserved for this month.
Yeah, so Player of the Month for Ipswich in October. It'd be very easy to look at. Nathan Broadhead had a great game at Wales, and he's done well in the team. But I think everyone forgets we've got our backup goalkeeper in, and Václav Halatky has just been outstanding. The best keeper ratio and rating so far in the league. So it's going to be Václav, Player of the Month.
Player of the Month for me, Ruta. It's just unbelievable. Again, a redemption from last year. Money well spent, no brainer.
All right, so the Player of the Month for Leicester this October has to be Vestergaard. I mean, his redemption story is not talked about enough. He's been very great this month.
I'd say my Player of the Month is probably Norton Cuffy. He's been a good player, solid going forward. Looks good, okay on the back as well. So, yeah, overall, I think he's had a good month.
My Plymouth Argyle Player of the Month is Lewis Gibson. Since he's returned from injury, I think he's been very solid at the back since his return, despite the 3-2 loss to Ipswich last week.
QPR's Player of the Month. It's a hard choice, but it's probably Reggie Cannon, our new right back, who's played the last 2 games and has actually looked like a competent football player, which is something we've not been used to this season.
So my view of the October Player of the Month is Victor Johansson. I think is just, for me, I think he's one of the best goalkeepers of that league. I think he's just top notch. All these saves is kept rather than where we are. So yeah, that's for me. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers.
Yeah, my Sheffield Wednesday Player of the Month for October. Well, it was a month to forget really until the very final match of that month. So I really have to look at the final game only. That's the only one I'm interested in now because we won 2-0. So I will give it to Mike Smith because he scored both the goals for us. Even though Masaba did have a very good say in both goals, he made them. And also he also had a very good month at the back, basically. But I'm going to give it to Mike Smith.
My Player of the Month is probably Kyle Walker-Peters. I think he's been absolutely superb, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what else you can do.
And Stokes' Player of the Month is Mehdi Leris. He's gone from being a player who we didn't really know where his position was to making the right wing spot his own. Works hard, got a goal. Typical Stoke fan favourite he's going to be, you can tell. So Mehdi Leris.
I'd say Sunderland's Player of the Month this month has been Dan Ballard. I think even in the games we've lost this season, he stood out, a real leader in the team.
So Player of the Month for Swansea definitely has to be Charlie Patino, who's come in and just looked a revelation since he's come into the Swansea midfield. 4 assists already for the 19-year-old.
Yeah, so my October Player of the Month for Watford would be the King, Ken Sema. He's just come back from injury this month, but it's already apparent the impact he has on the team with a capped off
My player of the month is a toss-up between two, between Cedric Kipre and Dean Garner, but I think I'll have to go with Kipre. He's just been solid at the back.
So what do you think? Have they got it right? Comment below and tell us your October Player of the Month, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and follow all Championship content throughout the year. Our link to our podcast is in the descriptions. Please like us on Spotify. Thanks for watching.
Terrace Talk.